guys, welcome in this new video. I hope that all of you are doing great. In today's video, I want to talk about risk management and a very important thing that you have to remember and to consider about your risk management. So let's actually get right into it. Before we start, as always, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you do that and also leave a like under the video. I would truly appreciate it. So what is this magical concept about risk management? Well, I will tell you right now and then I'll explain further what I mean by that. Risk management goes further than just thinking about trades individually. Okay, so when people think of risk management, they always say, for example, oh, risk management is risking 1% per trade, or risk management is risking 2% per trade, right? They only look at the individual risk on every trade that they take. So that is basically level one in risk management, right? That's like the basic thing. But when you go a little deeper into the topic of risk management, you will see that it goes a little further than that. So for example, here you see that I have many charts on my screen, and what I try to do in my trading when I actually get involved in a trade is not to have many positions on basically trading the same move. So let me explain what I mean. If, for example, I'm looking at all the USD pairs, so Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CAD, USDN, etc. If I see the same setup on all of these pairs and I end up trading this setup and they end up moving in all the same direction, it will be because of the USD, right? If all the USD pairs move in the same direction, it's because that it's the USD currency that is leading the move. So in those situations, if you have, for example, one trade on Euro USD, one trade on GBP USD, one trade on USDN, well, at the end, if that is the USD that is leading the move, you are basically just having one trade. You are putting basically 3 times your risk on the same trade. Even if it's not on the same pair, well, it's still the move of the USD that you are trading. So it's the same trade in reality. You understand? So whenever that you think about your risk, well, it's important to not only consider the risk per trade individually, but also your risk in terms of the trades that you have. For example, is there any correlation with the positions that you have? I'm not saying that there is correlation in Forex, don't misunderstand what I'm saying, but like, is there, for example, 3 trades on USD pairs that, and it's the USD that is moving? That is a good way of thinking about it. So is there any type of correlation like this? And the other thing as well that you should consider when it comes to your risk management is the risk that you have on your equity, right? Overall, on all your open positions, what is the total risk, right? Because sometimes people look at it from only a individual standpoint and they will have a bad result at the end because they think that they have, a small risk if they only have 2%, but they forget that they have many positions. So they have 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%. So at the end, well, if your total risk on all your positions is, let's say, 20%, well, that's obviously way too much, right? So whenever that you think about risk management, it's never only about individual trades, it's also about diversification and your overall equity, and to see the risk on your equity and not just on individual trade. So that is something really important, a little more advanced, right? Because most people, as I said, only consider the individual risk. So this video is a little more advanced for you guys, but that is a important tip and trick that I use in my trading, just to manage my risk better and to see really like the overall picture. You have to remember as well that trading is really about growing your account. It's about growing your equity, your capital, right? So that's why it's important to also consider the overall risk that you have in order to never like have a bad surprise on your account and make a really bad performance. You always have to manage your risk overall. Of course, the individual risk also matters, but the overall risk is also very important. So that was just a short video, to share with you guys this little tip. I think it's really relevant and, as I said, a little more advanced, but it could help you in your trading because that is something that I personally consider as well when I trade. So I think that it's very important too. All right. So On that, thank you so much guys for watching once again. I hope that you enjoyed this video. On that, take care, trade with care, manage your money well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.